guys, welcome back to another video, and it is finally time to rotate my tray. I am filming this a little bit before March starts. I just kind of finished with my project pan for 2024, at least the first one. It was my February tray. Cleared all that off, and I kind of just want to start fresh and show you guys what I have in store for the month of March, which is like a longer month than February. So hopefully I give myself enough time to really wear my fragrances, get to know my fragrances, and just really enjoy them for the new month and the new season that's coming up. Spring is like right around the corner. Where I'm at, we still have some cold days, like really cold days, and then like you can tell like springtime, like the warm weather just wants to peek its head. Like the sun, when you stand in the sun, it feels good. It feels like springtime is around the corner, summertime is coming up, and life's gonna be good again. Can you tell, like, I hate cold weather, but I digress. So I think I'm pretty excited for this month. I think I got like a bit of a mishmash of fragrances, but that's honestly like my entire collection. It's just a mismatch of fragrances that I like and I'm curious to try. First one, actually, I should start with is a fragrance that I'm curious to try, and this is a celebrity fragrance. This is Ariana Grande's Thank You Next. Now, this is the 2.0 version. I used to own the, I guess, 1.0 or the original Thank You Next, but I wasn't really a fan of it. It was a little too sweet for my taste, and I got something that was a little sour. I'm guessing it was that raspberry note mixed with the musk that I wasn't a fan of. I recently, well, actually, I shouldn't say recently, a while back, because I got this in like 2023 when I was like going ham on shopping. I picked this one up at a drugstore for a really, really, really cheap price. They were having a sale on fragrances, and I figured, you know what, why not try this one? And this one I can definitely pick up like that same Thank You Next DNA. Although to me, I also get a small hint of that fruity, musky, that fruity muskiness that I get in God Is a Woman. And maybe that's what kind of gives it like that cool iridescent purpley color. So I'm pretty excited to try this one. Let me put this one back here because it won't fit in my tray. I think it might do nice with the upcoming warm weather. Then this will probably be like just an easy wear. Next one is a longtime favorite of mine. This is Chloe, and this is the Chloe Signature Eau de Parfum. This is a longtime favorite of mine. This makes me think of my mom. This makes me think of clean freshness. This makes me think of a woman who has her life put together, which is someone that I aspire to be. This is just a very beautiful, grown, put together fragrance. I understand why it's considered like a signature fragrance. This is a signature worthy fragrance. It really is. It's just a lovely, rosy, slightly soapy, but very fresh and green perfume. And it's absolutely beautiful. Don't mind, like, I know you can see like some of my fingerprints here. Unfortunately, with like Chloe fragrances, I don't know if they've ever changed their bottles design, but this one, they all tarnish. And I read somewhere in like an article that it's purposely meant to do that. I think when they designed the bottle, they wanted to give it that old aesthetic, which they accomplished by having like the metal tarnish with time, which I can see. It's kind of like an antique romantic sort of way, it's all for the aesthetic. Next one I have is also fairly new to my collection, and I got this one at a very, very affordable price. This one is Elizabeth Arden's White Tea, and as you can see, this is a big boy. This is a big bottle. This is the, I think, 100 ml. Yeah, this is the 100 ml bottle. This is a big boy Oh my God. And I got this one for 20 bucks. Now, I don't know if like all Elizabeth, I know green tea and sunflowers and a lot of their flankers are very affordable, but I know this is one of their newer fragrances, and I was just so surprised that I was able to get this for $20. This is a lovely, lovely, aromatic, fresh, green, slightly bitter scent. It makes me think of like a spa. It really does make me think of like the steam, the freshness from a spa. It also slightly reminds me of shaving cream. Or maybe like a men's aftershave. I think that this is a very unisex fragrance. It's a lovely fragrance, and I think it would do awesome in like warm weather. Very springtime appropriate. And just an overall interesting scent. I want to smell it one more time. It smells so good. It smells like a very clean soap or after cologne, after shave. And I get like a slightly like shaving cream vibe, but not in a bad way. Not in a bad way at all. I saw that there were other flankers to this one as well that I'm very curious to try, but I think for now I'll stick to the original, especially because I have such a large bottle of it. Next one is from a brand that I am an all-around fan of. This is Skin. This is the Reserve blend from Clean. I told you guys like through and through that I'm a Clean girly. I love the Clean fragrances, whether it's from their classic blend, their Reserve blend. I think there's only one fragrance from Clean that I don't like, and that was like Shower Fresh. I don't like that one, but this one I love. I have the Skin and Vanilla from the classic blend, and now I own the Reserve blend, and this is as they say here, a floral musk. It does have a note of praline in it, which gives it a slightly like sweet vanillic quality. This is just a beautiful, cozy perfume, and I think I'll probably get a lot of wear from this to bed. I mean, honestly, you could wear this like day in, day out. This is a signature worthy scent also. It's a lovely, lovely fragrance, and I'm so excited to try it. Next one is a fragrance that I'm hoping to revisit. I had gotten some wear out of it before, but I want to see how I feel about it again. This is Gucci Guilty. This is the Love Edition flanker. This came with, I believe this was a flanker from 2018, maybe 2018, 2019. If I'll put the year on the video here, but you know, I go back and forth whether or not I like Gucci Guilty and its flankers. Sometimes I find them a little much, like just a little too much. I've smelled the Intense or the Absolute. I can barely remember now. There's so many flankers to Gucci Guilty. And like I go back and forth whether or not I like this one too. This is a very violet forward fragrance. Sometimes I struggle with violet. In this way, I do like it, but then sometimes I also find like it gives me like baby cologne or baby wipes vibes. But then there's also like this, I think there's patchouli in this, or some sort of like citrus in it that gives it a sharpness. Like I said, guys, I go back and forth with this fragrance. Some days I really like it. Some days I can't stand it. And I'm gonna see how I feel about it in the month of March, where I think this might be appropriate because March is quite the tempest of a month. Sometimes we get very cold weather, sometimes we get snow, sometimes it's storming, sometimes we get summertime weather. So I think this will be the best time to really test this out. The last time I wore this was in the summer, and again, I wasn't too much of a fan of Gucci Guilty in the summertime. Next one I have is a fragrance that's very new to my collection actually. This is Yves Saint Laurent's Mon Paris. This is very new to my collection. I had hauled this at the end of 2023. I want to say maybe in like November-ish. Yeah, probably around November when, when they're having like all their holiday sales and whatnot. I hauled this. It was a gift set. This one and like a little travel purse spray. So I want to see how I feel about this, because I kind of gave it a chance to like let it sit, and I like it. In the bottle. It smells really good, and I only tested it on my hand like for a second, and luckily it's just the little 1 fluid ounce, which is so cute. This bottle is adorable. This is supposed to be like a very fruit chewy type of fragrance. I believe there's like black currant or red currant, and then some patchouli in the base. Like I said, very much forward of fruit chewy. I prefer cheaper styles compared to like fruit chewies. The only fruit chewy I've had experience with was La Vie est Belle, and I'm not too much of a fan of that one. Hopefully I'd prefer, Montpellier, but we'll see. Next one I have is also like a fruit chewy style fragrance. This is Oscar de la Renta's Bella Rosa. And this one honestly reminds me of La Vie est Belle and Flower Bomb, but in a more simpler way. It's much more toned down. It's, it's slightly sweeter. Borderline, like, I want to say like a little juvenile, but not so cheap. if I'm putting this in words like right. Sorry for stumbling over my words, but it does it's like in that same family. If like La Vie est Belle is the mother, then you have like Flower Bomb, which is your rich auntie. You'd have Bella Rosa, which would be like their La Vie est Belle's like daughter, but you know what I mean? Like it's very, very similar. It's very similar. And I like it. Honestly, I like this one much more than Lancome's La Vie est Belle. Not as much as Flower Bomb though, but more than the other one. This one that I have is an all-time love of mine. Like an all-time love. This is an OG fragrance. This is Ralph Lauren's Romance. Like, this is an old school fragrance, and I absolutely love it. This, along with like Tommy Girl, are some of my favorite scents. This is a beautiful, beautiful, fresh, spicy rose fragrance. When it is such a crisp and clean scent with a beautiful, sweet rose, and like I'm going to assume like there's some sort of amber in the dry down. I've forgotten the notes at this point because I've had this for a while, and I'm just kind of taking my time to wear this one because I don't necessarily want this to end. This is actually one of the fragrances that I bought full price at. I know, right? I bought it at full price. It was like $50 for a, what is this, a 1 fluid ounce? Oh, 50. 1.7 fluid ounce. So I bought this one at $50, and it's just because I really wanted it at the time. Again, beautiful, beautiful fragrance. When I wear this one, I get a lot of compliments. It does have very good longevity and a very nice projection. When it radiates around you, like at least arm's length. It's maybe even more. It's a lovely, lovely fragrance. I've not tried the other flankers. I am curious, but at the same time, like the original Romance will always have my heart. There's just something that's so beautiful about that rose fragrance. That's just so pleasant to wear and easygoing to wear. The next one I have is another all-time favorite of mine. This is Prada La Femme. This is such a beautiful fragrance to me. This is a beautiful white floral with a beeswax and like carrot seed note. It's such a unique mixture of notes, but it creates such a lovely scent to me. A lot of people I've read on reviews on Fragrantica, they say that this is a very generic scent. In my experience, have not smelled anything like this. Maybe it's my nose, but it's such a beautiful, like waxy, waxy, floral, fresh scent. It really reminds me of like an organic soap, an organic, wealthy, rich soap. Like you go into the mountains of the Swiss Alps and they create like this beautiful soap made out of jasmine and like carrot seeds and milk and whatever. It's so good. It smells like a clean, put together woman. And I love this fragrance. I wore it and I get a lot of compliments when wearing this one. I find that I only get compliments whenever I wear like fresh clean scents. Maybe it's just my chemistry and how they work with me, but this is such an amazing perfume. Like easily one of my top favorites. Like Prada La Femme, Romance, Chloe Signature, they're easily some of my top favorite scents. Last but not least, we're gonna go back from some of my top favorite scents. This scent was actually almost on my like chopping block. I was almost ready to declutter this perfume, and this is Indulgent Moments Cashmere and Vanilla. Now, I don't know what almost made me want to declutter this scent, because it's really good. I bought this for like, I think $12. I don't even have the sticker on this anymore, but I bought it for like $12 or $13 at a Marshall's many years ago. And you know, stupid me, I bought like this massive, absolutely massive bottle. It's 125 milliliters. It's 4 fluid ounces of a perfume that I had no business buying this big. But it does smell good. It is a very nice, you know, vanilla, woody vanilla scent. But, you know, this doesn't fit. I have smelled nicer woody vanilla scents. Now, I want to, you know, just become a little more familiar with it again. I'm going to test it out some more. And I've worn quite a bit of it throughout the years. I just keep going back and forth of whether or not, like, I want to keep it or if I want to declutter it. Maybe I'll, like, layer it with some other scents. I feel like something like this would probably layer well with Replicas by the Fireplace, which I have like a little sample of, so I might test that out and see how I feel. Or I might even, you know, try it out with some other fragrances. Maybe it'll go well with skin, but I'll see. I'll see how I feel. I'll see before I even say anything. I'll see how I feel. Let me move this one over. Okay. So that's my tray for the month of March. Like I said, a bit of a mismatch. I got a whole mix of fragrances here. Some absolute loves, some new scents that I want to try, some that I'm a little iffy about here. I think it's a good balance. Let me know what you guys think. Talk to me in the comments below. I always love to hear what you guys have to say. If you like this video, definitely give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to. I always appreciate it. Like, I really do. I always appreciate anybody who decides to subscribe to me, because I'm surprised anybody wants to hear me talk about perfumes, even though, like, I could talk all day about perfumes. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.